Well, obviously, there have been a lot of delays since COVID-19 has entered our lives, right? We know a lot of well visits have been delayed, and that's certainly true for kids. And as a mom, we have some important information to help spread this morning, and that's about meningitis B. And we're going to talk about recommended vaccines and, again, these kind of delayed visits with our physicians this morning. Dr. Tamara Coyne-Beasley is joining us with more on this, and then Alicia Stillman, who has a personal story to share and let people know about. But good morning to both of you ladies. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
So I'm a mom. I totally get it. I have 3 kiddos at home, and I do think there's some hesitation. I think people have questions. They've been putting off doctor's appointments. Doctor, let's start with you. What message do you want to send to parents, and not just of little kids, but we're talking about adolescents, the older teenagers this morning?
That's right. That's right. So the very first message I think I'd like to give is to don't wait to vaccinate. Every day that we delay vaccinating our children makes them susceptible and vulnerable to vaccine preventable deaths that can result in hospitalization and also just illness and significant illness. So what I want to talk about first is just how important it is when we're thinking about going back to school and preparing our young people for school that we get them vaccinated. We're really fortunate to have a COVID-19 vaccine that is highly effective and safe to be able to give to adolescents age 12 years and up. And we can give them these vaccines with all other adolescent vaccines. It's important to give adolescents vaccines because it doesn't just protect them, it protects their teachers, their classmates, their community, their family. And in terms of COVID, it even helps protect people who are too young to get the vaccine, such as adolescents 11 years of age and children who are actually also younger than 11.
So let's talk about meningitis, though. And I know, Alicia, this is something that you personally have had an impact, of course, with your daughter. Tell us a little bit, more about your story, if you can, and why you are really joining us this morning to help get the word out.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. In 2013, my 19-year-old, very healthy daughter was a sophomore at a small liberal arts college in Michigan. She called home one night. She had a headache. Just a headache. I thought maybe she was coming down with the flu. She thought perhaps she was overtired from studying the night before. It turned out my daughter died the next day. My daughter had been protected with the MenACWY vaccine that we used in the United States and still do use at age 11 with, again, a booster at 16. But that vaccine covers 4 of the 5 vaccine preventable serogroups, A, C, W, and Y. So it did not protect Emily against serogroup B. And serogroup B is responsible for 100% of the college outbreaks since 2011. So it's a very important serogroup. In 2013, that vaccine was not available to protect her, but it is now. And many parents still are unaware. So I encourage all parents to become involved, to proactively walk into the provider's office with a list of all vaccines that your adolescent and young adult would need in order to wear a coat of armor, to walk in and say, has my child received all these vaccines, the MenACWY and the MenB and the COVID and the flu and all the others needed so that in today's environment, they are as protected as possible.
I love that. I think parents do need to get just as much as involved. We're out of time, ladies. Doctor and Alicia, I'm so sorry for your loss, but I'm so happy that you're able to help spread, the message. And I know that can live on in her memory, Alicia. Thank you both. We really appreciate it. And of course, we'll put more info on our website where people can find out more as well.